Welcome Raptors, this is Binarai, also known as Paul Mills. I'm back here finally for another Raptoreum update stream. And we're going to head over to CryptoSmith stream as well. Stream's called TANTO LIZE. I assume that means he's going to work on the TANTO. I'm not too well tonight, but I'm going to muddle through. Welcome, Cho. How you doing there, Dario? And we got Philu. Yes, it's. How you doing, man? Yeah, I've got a terrible chest, bad throat. I didn't have a voice this morning, but I was still going to do it the stream. But I've managed to get my voice back just about. How you doing, RQ? Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty much how I sound. Just want to say a big thanks to Whitebat Audio. Thanks for letting us use the tunes. Yeah, I need a grog. Yeah, my voice is barely hanging on. We'll be good though. Hey, what's up, Lombard? It's definitely good to be back, guys. Nice to have a little bit of a break. I'll probably need another one now. How you doing, Alexander? Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. It's the rockets. I just want to say a big happy Easter to you all. How you doing, Scherm? Alright guys, in about another 10 minutes we're going to get into the weekly RTM update. Well, this will be the 2-week one. We do apologise for the technical issues on the last stream, but we are back now in full force for a produced RTM stream. I think Smith's going to have another go in the future. I'm going to teach him some of the ways. Yeah, Todd, ready for the rig? Don't forget, guys, the official chat for this stream is the stream party chat that is in our Discord. If you're not already in our Discord, link is at the top right of this stream. It's Raptoreum. Discord.dg/Raptoreum. Also helps big time if you like and subscribe our official Raptoreum YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to follow us at Twitter at Raptoreum. How you doing, Ricky and Pepe? Sup, Jeff? Almost there now, guys. Just a few more minutes. Okay, guys, we're almost there. Hey, Scherm, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Awesome stuff. Welcome for another Raptoreum update on the, well, it's the 9th of April here, and we tried to attempt one last week, which, you know, the Raptoreum update did succeed in ways, but we had some technical difficulties with the Smith stream, but hopefully we're going to rectify that for next time. Going to teach Smith the ways and get him moving on that. I think he actually sorted it out eventually, didn't he, Shem?
Yeah, he eventually figured it out. Did Tech Tips 101 and restart the machine. That actually fixed it, but he did find a workaround too with the 2 Discord accounts.
All
so
right.
He's definitely in good shape now going forward.
Awesome stuff. Let's just get started. As you know, Charlie has pushed out GhostPress, which is a anonymous WordPress hosting service based on Raptoreum. And he has built something called RAS, which is Raptoreum Authentication System. RAS is basically to try and because Google's very unsafe, so it's another way of doing 2FA, or it's like instead of using Google Authenticator. So basically, the way it works is you use the Raptoreum wallet as a secure login, and you can sign on the way in using the blockchain, and it's fully encrypted using your wallet. So it's a much more safer and much more reliable way of doing 2FA for a website. So he's got that incorporated right now. He's got the payment system in place that is working. It doesn't suffer from the same issues as other payment systems with this 2FA in place. You know, like some issues such as SIM card swaps. That's quite a popular one right now. You can't do that with the RAS system. One of the main issues with Google Authenticator is most people don't have a backup of their authenticator. So as soon as you like I don't know, drop your phone in the toilet or something like that, you have to literally load up a new phone with a fresh authenticator and then go to each of the providers and then request for a reset for each one, which is quite a task. So at least this way, you would literally do it through your core wallet, and you would have a backup of your wallet.dat file, which is much more easier. We are looking to put this into other wallets as well. We are looking at Zelcore, which also you can use it to sign with for the RAS system. Right now, the easiest way is to have the core wallet. As many of you were waiting for, we did have the desktop native version of the Vigilum wallet up, and we were waiting for the iOS and the Android one to appear. And now it has, so now you can all store and trade your RTM on the Vigilum app. That is vigilum.app if you want to go and check that out on the iOS store or the Android store. Exciting stuff also. We do now have a wireframe in place for an upcoming assets marketplace. This includes like things like art, certifications, games, upgrades, weapons, tickets. I mean weapons like games and things, you know, and all sorts of exciting things for the upcoming asset layer that's coming up. I have been working with some very skilled guys in making this happen, and it's looking good at the moment. I'm not going to announce who the team is right now. We're going to keep it hush hush right now, but it's all coming together, and it's certainly exciting stuff. The wireframe that we've been building on also has the face for the asset transactions at the marketplace level as well. We've been studying the successes and the downfalls of some of the most popular marketplaces to see how we should tackle the one that we're building. We're going to try and make it much better, basically. We've been thinking of also incorporating the Charlie's RAS system into that as well, making it very easy to use and very streamlined. Also, this will take on the 2FA such as Google Authenticator, as we explained earlier, and other authenticators as well. Using the encryption of the wallet and the blockchain is certainly the way forward in Raptoreum marketplaces and preventing hacks and things like that. GhostPress has now a ticketing system in place, which is, well, it's not in place fully, but it's currently in development and will support RTM tipping as well. So if you want to support the developers over there, feel free to check that out. That is ghostpress.io. They also now have a YouTube channel, and Charlie's going to be chucking up videos on there. He's been working on his sound quality, as many of you were commenting on his choice of microphone quality and camera quality. So he's got that down now, so it's much better, less background hissing and things like that. Although he made a video on how to use the RAS system, which you can go and check out. The original video actually didn't have the fuzz on it, but he forgot to remove it from the second one that he did recently. So we'll let that slide, Charlie. But for the next one, we're going to make sure that it's perfect. There is, and I know Scherm's really excited about this, Another Raptoreum community rap tournament in Battlefield 1942. That will be on the 15th of April, which is on a Saturday. And Apache Wars will be the name of the rap tournament. I think this means that Charlie's counting himself into a helicopter, which shouldn't really be too much allowed, but he seems to have gone for this tact anyway in his rap tournament. So if you want to be notified of any Battlefield 1942 specific events, you can request the Fragger roll. I do apologise. I'm still not very well. I've got a bad throat, and you know. Yeah, so you can request the Fragger roll. I can barely say that. Charlie will be modding the El Alamein map to make sure everybody has access to an Apache helicopter. Usually they only spawn one or two, but now there will be many. So yeah, you can look forward to that. Jamadis from Raptoreum Germany has been working on an informative RTM info channel in several languages as well, which will give information about everything we're working on at Telegram, and everything on TikTok and YouTube as well, and all the connecting Twitters and Instagrams and everything that everyone uses that supports the project. You can check that out all in one place, especially if you're a Telegram user. I know there was a few requests for this, and now it's in place. So if you want the link for it, actually, it's not live yet. It's still in production. The link will be sent as soon as it's live. It's going to be live in a matter of days. It's superb at the moment. It's all working, so you can look forward to that. I have been keeping an eye on things over there, but he says it's not quite finished yet. Super 140 was passed in terms of profitable volume at the Naup project. There was a trading competition that was happening over there, as we mentioned on the last stream. Naup is a project that you can put calls and puts down in a DeFi decentralized manner entirely on UTXO technology. So congrats to Super 140S for doing the most profitable trades on there. This is all in TRTM right now, but mainnet will be happening soon. Once the project gets going. The total payouts that were made on the Naup platform are 270 million, sorry, TRTM coins, which is pretty awesome. So if you can imagine that being RTM, that would be a nice bit of transactional volume on the network. As far as I know, they are a day away from announcing public testnet with all that entails, and with bounties and things like that for helping build the network and things like that. So you can look forward to that. And if you want to check out their server, if someone wants to send the link in the chat, then by all means, please do. They are a project that's building using the RTM chain, so we're currently supporting them and getting them off the ground on all things to do with branding, marketing, and other things like that. They have got a site which is almost done, and there's been several white paper translations right now that have been issued as well. The website should be up within the next couple of days, and the link to that will be posted in their channel when it's live. So yeah, you're more than free to talk about that in the Raptoreum general channel, but we won't be directly posting it because it's not actually a Raptoreum coin project. It's a separate project of Raptoreum. We're just literally giving them a hand and getting them off the ground. We are also exploring a potential cross-chain partnership with a large NFT project, which is still a fair way off. We're just drilling out the details on that. We did actually mention this a fair few streams ago, and we've still been pegging away and chipping away at that and seeing where that can progress to, but it seems to be going all right at the moment. Our next slots for guests will be every 2 weeks, so there'll be every second Sunday in every month we'll be having a guest on the stream, and our next guest might possibly be someone from Tron DAO. It's not entirely sure right now, but it's possible that we may have someone from Tron DAO, which will be pretty cool. So we'll see about that. So right now I'm going to pass things over to Alejandro. Now Alejandro is going to let us all know how things have been going on in RTM Spanish.
Hi everybody, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, we are very big in the Spanish community. We keep growing up, we keep working on things for the community. Slow, but we keep going, and we are fine there. We make the weekly today, the semanario, and we talk about Komodo and the important things that Komodo is doing for blockchain technology and all the things for the centralization and freedom. They are working on it, like Raptoreum do too. And we are talking about how good is Cellcore Wallet and Komodo and Dextrade, that we can really make a smart contract with Raptoreum with other coins and make it work on by the Komodo technology. So it's very good. I really like it. I always like it, and it's good that the people on my community knows about it so they can start using it. It's good to use everything, you know. This the exchange, the decentralized and the centralized one. So it's very good that the people knows all the possible ways they can use and trade Raptoreum. Yeah.
Awesome. Have you been working on another flick book, yeah?
Yes, it is another flick book. That was the way to talk today. We talk about that, and we're gonna keep doing that every week. I think it's very good. It makes my mind very powerful. I know a lot about many things now, and and it's good. I really like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we're going to do that every week. The flick book's awesome, and we really want to keep that rolling. It'd be nice if we could get the English one, you know, rolling as well, quicker. But maybe we'll get some more people in there to help out with that. Scherm, how's everything with the community in the RTM Discord?
Everybody's doing well. I don't know if anybody saw scam warnings, public service announcement over there with Sushi Swap. Looks like there was some kind of exploit over there. So if you have, MetaMask or Brave Wallet or Phantom Wallets, etc., turn off the Sushi Swap permissions. Obviously, we're enjoying the Battlefield 1942. Looking forward to the next tournament coming up. I see there's been some good discussion in the assets channel. I think people are looking forward to assets and brainstorming over there, which is nice. Also added a Ghost Press channel for Charlie's Ghost Press and pinned his video over there. So if you want to check that out, you can do that as well. The Realm of Gigatoshis, we're up to 26 members now, so that group is growing. If you don't know, the Realm of Gigatoshis is after you've been basically donated to the Rain Pot for trivia at least 11 times, you enter the Realm of the Gigatoshis. And other than that, I've been checking out the stats, on the invites. I saw that we had over 300 members join over the last 30 days and 85 in the past 7 days. So things are looking good.
The RCC bots had a collateral increase, hasn't it?
Oh, that as well. That was the other thing I was going to mention. Yeah, the collateral increase went from 600,000 RCC to 800K RCC. So if you have RCC nodes, private nodes like your personal nodes, you have to do manually. If get them in shared nodes, they automatically upgrade.
Awesome.
That's it.
Fantastic. So right now we're gonna spend maybe 10 minutes answering questions from the community. We'll answer some from the YouTube channel, and then we'll answer some from the stream party chat as well. So we'll start with YouTube. Yep, happy Easter, Tyler. Hello, when is Raptoreum planning to do the market side of things? We are planning to really kick off marketing when we have assets in place. Otherwise, we haven't got an edge that we can push forward. This was the plan all along. We were going to take it slowly and organically right up to the assets layer. When we got to the assets layer, that's when we were going to really push things and you know, really build out the ecosystem, because that's where we're going to shine. We are doing our assets in a totally different way to other coins in terms of the way the assets work. The assets actually have their own side chains, which then interact with the main chain. Whereas other coins, they have the assets layer within the block as well, which basically restricts what you can do with it. So it's important that we've really took our time with this, because it's brand new technology, and it's important that we make sure we test and test and test again, because if we really want to take this to the world on a grand scale, it's extremely important that we make sure that all corners are folded, everything is checked, and just to make sure it can handle a world load. And that's why we're doing side chains, because this is how we can really build outwards and scale the network. Okay, do you guys plan on any future integrations with things like Trust Wallet? Trust Wallet, yes, we have. We have been looking into Trust Wallet. One of the main things that we needed for Trust Wallet was transactional volume and wallets as well. I know that right now we do have an extremely large amount of wallets now, and a lot of transactions that happen on a daily basis on the network. We are a very established chain in terms of the way we have expanded since mainnet. So maybe we can look into that right now and see if we can get a pull request going for the Trust Wallet. So yeah, absolutely, we'll look into that. But there's no promises. Also, don't forget, we've had wallets such as Vigilum, which has incorporated us right now. And also we've had interest from Exodus team as well, who've been commenting on Twitter and other places about having us on the list for possible future integration onto there. It'd be awesome if we can get on Exodus, as many of you will know, and I'm certainly really excited that they've even responded to us about possibly having that up and kicking off, you know. So yeah, could get a lot more people in the project because it makes things easier. Exactly, bro. Yeah, exactly. Do you know when RTM will get an Android or Apple wallet? Well, you can use Zelcore, you can use Vigilum, but in terms of an Android and web wallet, well, we are working on a web wallet. It's most likely not going to be called the Raptoreum web wallet. We're going probably for a different name. I'm not going to say names right now, but it's looking that way, and we're going to have a web wallet as such, and you're also going to have an extension in your browser as well for interacting with various marketplaces with the Raptoreum chain too. Who knows, we might even have other chains on there as well. Okay, MetaMask soon as well. Well, MetaMask is only really needed if we've got assets and the relevant RPCs in place, which it's pointless right now because it's literally be a coin to transact and nothing else. If we're going to be on MetaMask, we need to have assets in place, all that juicy stuff in place in order to make that worthwhile. and I know that they require as well a dedicated server set up in such a way that's that can handle huge loads as well. So, you know, once we get to that stage, then by all means we'll be doing that. Damien has sent rockets and UFOs and a heart. Thanks for that, man. Hey, Charlie's here now. You want to say anything to the community, Charlie?
Oh, and
You haven't got a mic on right now.
It's muted. Can't hear him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's muted. Okay, guys, so we're going to head over to the stream party chat now. If you want to ask us anything, we've got Charlie here. We have Alejandro. We have Scherm, also known as the Scherminator. And we have me as well. So ask us anything you like. You've got another 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. I assume Piggy's still sleeping, Charlie. He said he was going to have a nap, but he hasn't come back. Any questions, guys? You can ask us anything you like. We don't bite. If you've got any jokes, we'll definitely tell a joke. What do you have for breakfast, Charlie?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah. You've got...
Actually,
oh, yeah,
I
you're
really
back.
didn't have anything too exciting. I think I had a mini week.
So no moose burgers today.
No moose burger. Assume you guys have already went over all the BF 1942.
Yep. Yeah, we've done that. We've got 1 more minute left, guys. Oh, Alejandro, can you check out the YouTube chat? What does that say? You've got 1 minute, by the way. Are you on mute? You're on mute, Alejandro.
Muted.
Mute. There we go.
Sorry guys, I was in the phone. The phone actually. Yeah, they are asking how is the assets and in which state they are right now. Yeah, I can tell to the community. Yeah, let me explain a little bit. Oh, chicos, gente de la comunidad en español, un saludo. Me disculpo que estoy utilizando el teléfono hoy, pero cargo un dolor en la pierna terrible. Bueno, me tuve que acostar con el teléfono ahí para poder compartir con ustedes un rato. Sí, los assets van muy bien. Ellos están trabajando bastante fuerte. Hay algo muy interesante que estuvo hablando Big Piggy con respecto a esto. El domingo pasado yo vi el video y él estuvo hablando de que están trabajando y que hay un avance con respecto a que en los assets ellos están creando blockchains pequeñas para cada asset. Cada uno de los assets va a tener una blockchain pequeña que es la que va a ir alrededor de la blockchain principal. Eso es algo muy interesante y lo acaba de decir ahorita Binarai, que esto es algo nuevo, esto es una tecnología que no está comúnmente no la consigues en ninguna otra criptomoneda. Y esto es bastante interesante. Como él dice, van a probar muchas veces, ya está en testnet, pero la están probando una y otra vez. Así que hay que ser paciente. Pero las cosas que vienen, yo estoy enamorado de ellas, estoy aquí por eso mismo. A mí me invitaron hoy nuevamente al canal hoy y inmediatamente respondí la llamada a pesar de que me duele muchísimo la pierna, pero estoy aquí porque estoy enamorado del proyecto, cada día más. Thank you guys, I explained to the community.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're just out of time now, so we're going to say our goodbyes. Well, we're not actually going anywhere because we'll be on the Smith stream, but we're going to have a transition now into the Smith stream. When the Smith stream starts, we have got the new track that has been created by CryptoMexa, so we'll start that off with that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next Sunday for another Raptoreum update. But yeah, don't forget to stick around, guys, for the CryptoSmith stream, and thank you very much.
Really?
We're just waiting for the Smith to get online, guys. We're almost there.
What you making, Smith? What you making, bro? What you making today, Smith? Smith? Smith?
See. Yo, get it, Smith. Raptoreum. Welcome, Raptoreum. Get it, Smith. Welcome, Raptoreum.
CryptoSmith, ponme un ritmo y dale fin. Seguro que pega un hit, semana de actualización. Raptoreum está en cadena y yo traigo el micro en on. Tirando fuego, somos rapaces. Solo espera lo que viene.
Wait. It's Binarai. His name is CryptoSmith, with his tip-top tips. And when he's listening to the song, he's got some hip-hop hips. He does this forged in fire, the Smith don't play by wire. He does this only for the love, so turn up amplifier. And when you're sitting and you're watching the myth of the Smith with the brain in the jiff. Oh, don't slip, Smith, for Smith's the only one who puts swords in fire. Propels the lords up higher, they're reaching higher and higher. making, Smith? Smith! 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 Smith!
See, yo, get it, Smith. Raptoreum, welcome, Raptors. Get it, Smith. Welcome, Raptors.
How are you doing, Smith? Can you hear us? That looks like a very, very beautiful USB stick. I think he's going to be doing the classic Smith introduction. We'll leave him to it.
Oh yeah. Here it comes. Wait for it.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Come on in. Have a look at this.
What do you got there, Smith? A USB stick?
USB stick. I'm just getting it clamped up so that we can give her a solid brazing.
Oh yeah.
Just like Grandpappy used to say, give her a good solid brazing.
All right.
How's it going, guys?
Very good, man. Very good.
You can hear me, so that's always a good thing, hey?
Yep, that's definitely a good thing.
Start.
Yep. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the CryptoSmith stream, where CryptoSmith, also known as Jesse Lambert, creates amazing things out of various metals using age-old skills that are dying out. And yeah, was that a better introduction, Smith?
Yeah, it's a good one, but I would probably say instead of that are dying out, I would say that we are resurrecting hand in hand with the new digital world.
All right. Welcome to the CryptoSmith stream, where CryptoSmith creates one-of-a-kind items out of various metals. What was it again? I couldn't remember what you said.
Yeah, go ahead, sure.
Where we are resurrecting
Old age techniques
and bringing them to the digital world.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we have on stream, obviously, Jesse Lambert, the famous CryptoSmith. We have Scherm, we have Alejandro, and we have Charlie. And today's stream is called TANTO LIZE.
I don't know if we should let him peek behind the curtain there, Binarai, but we kind of pulled that one out of our butts.
Yeah.
We're just going to work on the TANTO today.
Yeah, there was quite a giveaway in the name.
Yeah,
definitely.
TANTO has been in the making for close to probably a year now. That's finally coming into being.
So this is the TANTO, and there's still some. We acid dipped it last time that we had the opportunity to.
Oh, right.
Last week's stream was a bit hit or miss. But we left that stream off by acid dipping it to show some of the pattern.
What kind of acid did we dip it in?
Muriatic acid. Oh, sorry, did I say muriatic? That's what I used to make it. It's ferric chloride. So ferric chloride, if you take muriatic acid, and that's just a fancy word for saying diluted hydrochloric acid, and you take that and you dissolve iron into it. I forget the formula that I don't want to make myself sound like an idiot. Try to make myself sound smarter than I really am. But essentially it dissolves the iron into it and it forms a non-oxidized version of iron chloride, I believe. And then you add oxygen to it, or you allow it to oxygenate. And so you either add oxygen to it with hydrogen peroxide, or you allow it to oxygenate by bubbling air through it, and you create ferric chloride. And ferric chloride really loves to etch away and deposit at the same time an iron oxide under the steel, which gives it not only the etched topographical 3D, but it also deposits the black into the Damascus pattern.
And that etch is something that you can feel on the.
Yeah, it'll catch a nail. It'll, yeah. So right here, I got the Makume that I had flattened out, put together, and we're just gonna get that put together real quick. My son here is gonna go throw the Tanto into the forge.
No, don't throw it.
Yeah, and then we'll come back.
Okay, we have a stream topic today. Obviously, the stream's called LIZE, which means we're working on the Tanto. But the topic of the stream today is regulation. Does it hamper or benefit the blockchain industry? So I'll let Smith talk to the people on the stream for the next 10 minutes about regulation. Smith, it's on you, bro.
No pressure. Hey, I know regulation's a bit of a hot topic, so essentially my thoughts. And I know you guys are in the other room while I'm over here talking, but I'm kind of against it. I'm definitely, I don't know who is for it, honestly, but I'm in the camp where I think we are in the situation we are now. And I know crypto itself was kind of birthed from self-custodialism and really bringing the power back to where we need to be. And I think that we're in a place that we are now because of the regulation of our finances with those who really don't have our best interests in mind. They have their own interests in mind. So I don't know. Uh-oh. I heard something falling down. And I'm of no authority of course of myself of any point. Really, I'm just an opinion amongst many. But I also see that there's a need for I'm also the type of guy who believes if you don't play Monopoly by the rules, then what's the point of playing? Because people just start inventing all kinds of nonsense. Before long, the Monopoly board and the table are up in the air, and
But someone had to create the game Monopoly in the first place from a load of nonsense.
Yeah, but I mean, so maybe a poor analogy. But point being is like, even, okay, you can take anything currency or anything otherwise, you can take it back. I know a while ago we spoke about the kilogram. The kilogram, in a sense, is regulation. In fact, it was birthed because of the trade route, and we finally had to just agree on something, right? And with so many voices, and again, I want to preface this with the fact that I believe regulatory standards that are being implemented now are very damaging, or at least they're meant to be within a stifling context, not so much a helping one. But saying that, there is logistics. There's logical sense to rules in general, right? Would you agree? And I don't know the implementation of it, but I do know that it's kind of like a watch, as far as I'm concerned. A watch is neutral. Technology is neutral. You can either tell the time by it, or you can strap it to a stick of dynamite and do something bad with it, right? Like, the watch doesn't decide if it's going to be good or bad. We do. And it's the same with any kind of regulations. It can benefit us or hurt us, all depending on who's driving the ship. So, as far as how regulations pertain within our field and what it is that we're doing and how it affects us, I don't know yet. I haven't really formed an opinion. But so far, I'm just like I'm like that old person who's just set in their ways. I mean, if I don't understand it, it's all bad. It's just all bad.
Okay, Scherm, does it hamper or benefit the blockchain industry? Regulation?
Do I think regulation? Right now, the regulation that's coming out, I don't think does. I'd have to agree with Smith, and I think it's more harmful than beneficial.
Yeah.
I think right now the way that it's being rolled out is not due to trying to, you guys have had the fortunate opportunity to see me mess up a couple times. That you guys should know I go home and cry myself sleep whenever that happens, right? but the next time I come in, I form some sort of, let's call it a regulation, in order to not reproduce that mess up. And if that is in itself a form of regulation. So sometimes we create regulations in order not to create mistakes, or the environment where detrimental mistakes could be made.
Are you saying regulations are basically lessons learned?
No. What I'm saying is they can be, and they should be, but they're not. And this is why I think they're bad, is because they're done as a form of grasping for power.
I think
they're losing control. They're
losing control.
And they're fighting to maintain their power and control. And that's what the regulations are right now.
Exactly. So they have malicious intent. And this is why I think even when you see there are some benefits on the backside of these things, now, the FTXs are less likely and stuff like that, right? So somebody could have that argument, but really they're done on the backside of banks just trying to regain control of your currencies. That's what I figure.
What are you saying, Alejandro?
Well, guys, I think it's more education. They have to be more education than regulations. Actually, they want to regulate everything, but they fail. They fail all the time. The French Revolution, it comes to the society with a promise. They make a promise with a pact, with in Spanish is un pacto, or we make a pact. We pact that they keep taxes, they keep things, and they have to give us security, and they have to give us health, and they have to give us roads and everything. But they didn't make the parts. They hurt everything. They broke the pact. So they want to regulate everything, and they don't give us freedom. It's just the Montesquieu Pact is gone. The Pacto de Montesquieu is gone. It's not pact anymore. So we don't have to be regulated anymore. It's enough. We just have to educate the people. It's no more regulations. I'm tired of that. I'm really tired. That's why I love blockchain technology and crypto, because it gives me a hope for be free again. You see? Well, I never be free, but it gives me that hope that I can be without regulations. That's what I like.
Yeah. I think I think they're regulating it too late. I think if they should have done it back in the early days. I mean, it's a technology that they simply cannot control. They say that they can, restrict wallets here and there, but the intrinsic values of blockchain in a decentralized format is just totally uncontrollable. I mean, you can't stop people from rigging up a server and all that, and setting up a node and things. So it's already past regulation. Even if they regulate, it'd never be stopped.
Oh yes, that's true. That's very important to see and regulate that.
Yeah. I mean, I think people should pay, their fair share of taxes and things like that, and that's fine, because the country needs its money to, make things happen, and that's all great.
I mean, that's a double-edged sword too, though, Binarai, because there are 166 taxes now that didn't exist 40, 50 years ago. I mean, have you ever heard that taxation poem?
Go on then, sing it. We're waiting.
Oh, I wish I knew it off by heart, but there's a taxation poem that lists every actually existent tax. And there's been more that's created since. The carbon tax. And there's a new tax every 3 months. And so I think that really ties into the regulation bit. And whenever you have, there's the rise and fall of civilizations. I'm going to try not to get too deep here, but there's a rise and fall of civilizations, and it's cyclic. It's measurable. It's historically recorded, and so we know that there's a rise and fall of civilizations, and it's essentially because power goes from a multitude to a singletude. And whenever you get that, governments tend to fall. And so you always see that too. Okay, you brought up the French Revolution, right? Like, why was that? For the same reason that everything's going to happen. Same reason that we have overregulated, overtaxed, over this and that. And it's going to happen. And civilization is going to fall. And it's going to crumble, as it has countless times in history, and then it's going to rise from the ashes again as a multitude of people. The Charter of Rights was born as the voice of a multitude. The Declaration of Independence was born from the voice of a multitude, separating itself from a monarchy. No offense, Binarai.
Oh, no.
A month from now, they'll be like, why Scherm and Binarai don't talk anymore? I don't know. Something about 13 colonies. But so when you talk about taxes, almost as a defense, and maybe acting not so much in belief, but more as the devil's advocate, if you will, I would say that part of the argument, it's ours. It's our part of the argument that the taxation is insane these days. Like, again, just to reiterate and bookend this, there are 166 taxes, I think. The last count, like I said, there's one new one every month, every 6 months. 166 taxes that didn't exist 60, 70 years ago. So we can't essentially give them that card and say, okay, I get it. We got to pay our taxes because countries need their taxes. Politicians don't need a $360,000 salary, as far as I'm concerned. If you want to, I think if you want to be in politics and leadership, it should be something that's sacrificial, not something where, they did a study on Barack Obama. Barack Obama went into the presidency with like a six-figure net worth, and he came out worth I don't want to say any numbers, but it was in the millions. He was worth more after presidency than before. That's wrong, as far as I'm concerned. So there's something wrong with the system. And I think it's the whole psyche and mentality of like this, the same mentality that's driving them to create regulations. You've given me the soapbox too long. Somebody else talk.
It's Charlie's turn.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing right now, as far as the regulation goes, is you know, you're walking down the street and you get hit in the head with a hammer. You wake up in the hospital, you're like, well, that sucked. That really hurt. I don't want that to happen again. And you're walking down the street and you get hit in the head with a stick. And you're like, well, this is okay. I can deal with it. You know, it's not so bad. I kind of feel like we're in that phase where they're throwing everything they can at us. And then what comes after maybe is not going to feel so bad.
Okay.
You know, like it's stifling the innovation for sure. No doubt about that. And there every time that I check, you know, the news, or I see different tweets about what the SEC is doing and regulations, and it just seems to be getting more and more. And I think they're playing catch up, and they're trying to kind of overcompensate on what they're doing with the regulations.
Yeah.
I think at some point it's just like the peak in the market. It's going up to the top, and at some time it's gonna kind of fall off. Either way, I don't agree with it. I think a lot of the regulations are misguided, misinformed. They don't understand the technology, or if they do, they don't care. They want to step on it because they're scared of it.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, when you regulate an early technology such as blockchain, you're basically stifling it early. And then it becomes to a point where you might as well just use standard fiat currencies, you know? It's like, well, if you're going to regulate it so much, even in more severe ways than the standard fiat currencies, then what's the point in even using it? That's the way I see it as well.
Yeah, the thing is they can't stop it.
Yeah,
I mean, even
exactly.
with Raptoreum, which is not a massively known project by any means yet, you know, if an asteroid was to hit the Earth tomorrow and wipe out most of the population, if there's even one or two devices running somewhere on the planet, you know, Raptoreum still exists.
Well,
I mean, that's kind of what the government's up against, you know.
Yeah, there are people with solar nodes running, aren't there?
Yeah.
Okay, Smith. So where are we now with the Tanto?
So we're just gonna straighten it out, and we're actually gonna quench it today. Then we're gonna say goodbye to it for a little bit because it's got to go through our temper. I'm contemplating whether or not to put a oxide protectant on it. It might look cool. It's not super necessary because we're going to be pretty quick about it. We don't have to let it soak or anything. Plus, it's got the wrought iron jacket on it, so we're not too concerned about decarb. Yeah, but we're just going to straighten out and quench it right now. So we have a larger piece here.
Yep.
And we're going to use this to heat up our oil. You guys may remember in the past where we put a large piece in to heat our oil up, and that was to decrease the vapor jacket that surrounds the TANTO in this case. So I'm just
Okay, guys. So I know that everyone knows that it's Easter. It is Easter Sunday, and many of you have been having Easter meals with families and things. But it's also baked ham with pineapple day.
Where is it baked ham with pineapple day?
Let me just have a look.
Here's your flare up. Hang on.
There it is.
Hang on.
The forged in fire flare.
Back up.
Yeah, look at that, guys.
So where's that holiday from?
It's, I don't really know, but it says it's baked ham with pineapple day.
Where did we get this from? Somebody put it in the chat, or
There's a National Day website. Has anyone here had baked ham with pineapple?
Oh, I love baked ham with pineapple.
That's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought pineapple
Sounds-
would go with that.
more like
delicious.
TANTO and Parks 50 Day to me.
If anything, you have to be careful with baking anything with pineapple. Super acidic. It'll turn your steaks into mush if you let it go.
Oh, actually, apparently it's the Easter lamb. Apparently, you place the meat of a lamb under the altar. The meat is then blessed and consumed on Easter Day, and cooked with pineapples. But I can't actually see where it's from. And it dates into 4,900 BC.
What?
With the Chinese first to do it.
So where did that raises the question, where did pineapple come from?
Comes off a plant, doesn't it? I know they take
Where
like
No, what? Where did oh,
A pineapple plant.
I know they take like a year or two to grow each pineapple.
yeah. So there's a plant that was brought to Madagascar. I forget which plant it is now, but it was brought there from another country. And then now Madagascar is probably one of the only places known for it. I forget which plant it is now. But so where does pineapple come from?
I'll have a bit of a Google. Or shall we ask Google? Okay, Google, where does pineapple come from?
On the website bananalink.org.uk, they say, pineapple plants can mostly be found in Latin America and West Africa. In Europe, the majority of pineapples in our market come from Costa Rica, which supplies 75% of the pineapples found in the EU.
Although,
It totally avoided your question.
yeah, it avoided it, didn't
Let
it?
her
Yeah.
get away with that, right?
Okay,
What is
Google,
the
where were
did
pineapples first
they
made?
originate?
On the website historic-up.com, they say, pineapples are native to South America. The Latin name for the fruit is Ananas camosus, which originally comes from Guarani, meaning fragrant and excellent fruit. Do you want a little more context?
Do you know what, Google? You can forget it.
Google is a company whose mission is to organize the world
Okay,
information
Google.
and make it.
Shut up. Oh, it did. There we go.
I like that. That's the way I treat ChatGPT.
You better be careful, Alejandro. One day you'll come and your bank account will be empty and all kinds of nonsense because you mistreated ChatGPT.
Hey, you know what happened? Actually, I feel they are changing their system, or their technology or something. Because I used to tell him bad words, when he make me angry, because sometimes he's very crazy or slow or whatever. And I used to treat him very bad, And today I was trying to treat him bad, and he answered to me and say, "Don't tell me no more word things." I was like, "What?" And actually, I get like, oh, this is something else. The ChatGPT is getting mad. He don't want me to treat him bad. It's very strange what happened, but really happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
We're just gonna get a consistent temperature. What's funny is you guys are gonna see this better on screen because the exposure is better on screen. What I'm gonna do is actually shut my lights off so I can see this better. So what this is going to do is allow me, you can see the color differences a little better here.
Oh, yeah.
But the filter and the camera will pick it up better than the naked eye, which is unfortunate. So you got to train your eye pretty good. It's unfortunate because it's one of those things where technology has the upper hand on you. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I'm a technology guy. I was always the guy that everybody called that, you know, I am 8 years old reading all the manuals. I know how to work all the latest gadgets.
Yeah, I've heard you starting your own streaming company.
Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
Oh, that looks really evil, that does. Yeah.
So I just want to get everything up to a consistent temperature, and then we will harden the blade.
Hey guys, I have to say something before it gets warm there with that Smith fire there. I have to say things. I like very much what Charlie is doing with Go Press. I really congratulate him from the community. We really like it. And I really like the music that you make with CryptoMexa, Binarai. I think it's very good.
Oh, thanks, man.
And one of the other things I like is the workshop where, you know, this CryptoSmith is working. I like that workshop, man. It's really good. It's
Yeah.
huge and have many tools. I really like it.
Okay, here we go.
Moment of truth.
Sorry, no flare up. That's actually a good thing for me. While it's still kind of cool, relatively speaking, of course, I'm going to go ahead and just take out any warps that may occur.
I cringe every time you hear it.
Yeah, it is pucker factor 11 when you're hammering on a hardened blade.
Have you heard about the bladesmiths that will only quench their blades with the tip facing north? Have you heard about this? The whole magnetism thing and quenching your blade only north to south?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Old live film.
That is absolute.
All right, guys, it is time for Ask a Brit, where you can ask a Brit anything you like.
Yeah, I've been waiting all week to ask you this.
Okay. So let me just turn my camera on.
Yes, everybody, he is microwaving with me.
There we are. So what do you want to ask a Brit?
Do you put your pants on left leg first or right leg first?
Left leg first or right leg first?
Yeah.
Depends if I'm sitting down or standing up. If I'm standing up, it'll be right leg first, then left leg. But if I'm sitting down, then I might as well just put both in at the same time and then, you know, pull them up quickly. I'm not sure what this has got anything to do with a Brit or anything,
Well, it's leading up.
okay.
So the two-part question. Well, rather a question with an explanation as to why I'm asking it. So I'm asking it because apparently your toilet's flush opposite than ours.
But the water goes the opposite way.
Apparently.
Well, I think there is some truth in that. Sorry, guys. Bad chest. Because I've heard also that in Australia the toilet goes down the opposite way. I think it's something to do with the way the Earth's magnetism is.
The spin of the Earth. So
yeah.
So follow-up question: which way does your toilet spin?
Oh.
And if it spins counterclockwise or counter-American.
I don't actually know. I don't pay too much attention to that, but I will Google it. In fact, okay, Google, what direction does water spin when it goes down the sink?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
All right,
but I found something similar.
Oh.
Do you want to know which way does water spin when draining?
Yes, please.
On the website theguardian.com, they say, objects not attached to the surface of the Earth will create a vortex going the opposite direction. So in the northern hemisphere, it moves clockwise.
Clockwise.
In the southern hemisphere, it moves counterclockwise.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, I figured you're probably clockwise too.
So real quick then, should we change this part of the stream to ask Google?
I don't know. I think everyone can do that.
I figured you would go and flush your toilet and come back and tell us.
Do you know what I'm wondering though? What about when you're perfectly in the middle of both the north and the south? Will it just go straight down without spinning?
Yeah, no spin.
It just
no. Can't, because you have angular momentum, right?
I don't know. Surely I think there must be somewhere on Earth.
Maybe I think it'd be a crapshoot. No pun intended, but it was a good one.
Okay.
It'd be a crapshoot which way it went. Each time it could differ.
Right. Yeah, whatever if you're just above or just below, it's probably hard to be just on.
All right. Is there anything you want to ask a Brit before we go over to Scherm's bag? Jeff is saying, do you think it was right for King Charles to not pay tax on the Queen's estate? I mean, probably not. I don't think that's right. I think they should abide by everyone's rules the same. But I assume there's a lot of that goes on anyway. You know, if you make the rules, then you're above the rules, maybe.
Either everybody pays taxes or nobody pays taxes. Better the latter, though.
Yeah. Okay, so it's time for what's in Scherm's bag. We haven't actually done an intro yet for what's in Scherm's bag, but it's going to go something like this: What's in Scherm's bag? What's in Scherm's bag? Something like that. What do you reckon, guys?
All right, let me get my camera up here.
All right, there he is. So, guys, what is in Scherm's bag? In fact, the camera quality on your stream right now couldn't be any worse. It's like Commodore 64 days.
Is it? Oh, actually, it's pretty rough, isn't it?
I mean, it's slowly getting better. Maybe it'll take a little time. What's in Scherm's bag, guys?
I know what that is. But
Let's have a look.
Keep it to myself.
Well, you know what it is, Charlie.
Oh, that's a giraffe head.
That's exactly what I was saying.
A giraffe head.
That's a giraffe's camel head.
Ralph is saying a teddy bear.
Nope, not a teddy bear.
Is it a bunch
Yeah,
of
got
any
bananas?
guesses?
Bunch of bananas?
Not bananas.
No.
Got
Philou-
that grinder that came out of the
It is a
truck?
plant.
Oh, it is a plant.
It's a
Philou is saying
a plant?
Easter egg.
Not an Easter egg.
It's a plant.
It comes from a plant.
Oh, it comes from a plant.
Yeah, it's no longer a living plant.
Is it something made out of wood?
Not wood.
Wait. Can you say wood again for me?
Wood.
Wood.
Ralph is saying a stuffed bunny.
So what?
I don't think you grow bunnies.
No bunny. Not Easter related.
I don't think anyone knows at all. Is it? Can you like pull the bag over better?
I'm trying. Let's see.
Don't forget, guys, if you do manage to guess what's in Scherm's bag, you will get some RTM. Your guesses need to be in the stream party chat. So what's in Scherm's bag?
Even got a few sticking out.
Jeff is saying
Have
ears,
you made it
ears
easier
of
yet?
corn. Oh, there's some
corn.
sticking out.
Yeah, say it's breaking through the bag already. It's going so tight.
Is it like a statue?
Not a statue.
Is Orin saying a pig?
Not a pig.
And it comes from a plant?
There is an animal aspect of the item as well. It's handcrafted.
It's handcrafted. Is it a mask?
Not a mask.
Yeah, Dario's saying the image looks bad. It does look bad. I don't know why it looks so bad.
Not bad on the YouTube. Maybe because we got the all the cameras going. Stream.
Yeah, shut my camera down.
I really don't know, Sherm.
All right. I'll make it easier. Give you the back. The back of it.
That's the back of it.
Yep.
Is that a coconut or something?
So yeah, it's coconut. What is somebody coconut?
Is it out of the bag completely right now?
Yep. That's the back
And
of
that's
it.
the back. That's the back of it.
Is it like a?
So there's a back. There's a back, a top, and a bottom, and a.
No, just there's a front.
It is a head. It is a hat, a head of coconut head.
The coconut head. Of which animal?
Oh.
What? Well, it has to be a pork or a monkey.
There you go.
What?
Coconut monkey head.
A coconut monkey head.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's very good. How many Raptorians I win?
Just one.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, thanks for that, Sherm.
Coconut monkey head.
All right, I need to do the outro. So I can't remember what the song was now. What's in Sherm's bag? What's in Sherm's bag? What's in Sherm's bag? Something like that, yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I know,
Good
yeah,
job.
yeah. Thank you. All right, so we are back to the Smith. We'll do a little bit of rain in the chat, I suppose. If I've got any left. I don't know, I didn't have much on there. Oh no. Don't think I've even got that much. Got 38.91. All right, let's try again.
There, I'm able to help you out.
Okay, guys, if you are just tuning in for the CryptoSmith stream, we did have an RTM update stream earlier, so just a small update on that. We have Charlie with the Ghostpress Raptoreum authentication system, which is a 2FA replacement using the RTM wallet as a secure login. Account authentication payment system works. It doesn't suffer from the same issues as traditional 2FA, like SIM card swaps, and you can't do that with this system. Google Authenticator is the biggest competitor, but as we were saying earlier, if you drop your phone in the toilet, you're not going to be able to get your authentication back up and running quickly. You'll have to contact each provider separately. Zelcore is going to be you can use a Raptoreum authentication system with Zelcore. We are in talks with other wallet providers as well in incorporating this technology, and we're going to be building it into the web wallet as well. The RCC proof of chat bot had a collateral increase from 600,000 to 800,000 per node, as per the same mission rate as the Raptoreum chain as well. Vigilum is now live with iOS and Google Android. We also now have a wireframe in place for the upcoming assets marketplace, which is going to include art, certifications, games, upgrades, weapons, tickets, and all sorts of things like that for the upcoming RTM asset layer. We've got some skilled guys in making this happen. Wireframe also includes the face of assets data as well. We've been doing various studies on the successes and downfalls of other other marketplaces in the blockchain space to see what works and what doesn't, as we really want to build something special for Raptoreum. We have also that's also going to be incorporating the RAS system into that as well when that gets rolling, which will add an extra layer of security to that marketplace as well. Ghostpress has a ticketing system now, which is currently in development, which will support RTM tipping. They have also now got a YouTube channel. I say they, Charlie is on here with us. There's going to be a community tournament on the Battlefield 1942 server on April 15th, which will be called Apache Wars, which I assume will be involved with helicopters. Sorry, guys. I do think that Charlie should be banned from playing that round. What are you saying, Charlie?
I will.
We usually just take the
absolutely
prize winnings usually.
Yeah, I
just like to
ban
play.
myself regularly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna play and take the pot.
Okay.
So it's all.
Remember, guys, if you want to be notified of any Battlefield 1942 rap tournaments, then you can request the Fragger role from Scherm. If you want that role, then every time there's something going on, you'll be tagged. Charlie will be modding the Alamein. How do you say it, Charlie? Alamein map to make sure everyone always has access to an Apache helicopter. Jamardis from RTM Germany has been working hard on an informative shorts. Sorry. In several languages, which will give information about us and what we're doing around the world, both on TikTok and YouTube. He's also working on a news channel at Telegram, due to the request from many to get something rolling over there, and that also shows all the information on anything Raptoreum. It's like an aggregator for pretty much all of our channels. It all goes into one place, which is pretty cool. Super 140S was passed in terms of profitable volume on the NAUP trading competition, and there was a total payouts on there of 270 million TRTM coins. They are also a day away from launching public testnet, and with all that entails with that, such as bounties and things like that. We are Also, as we spoke to you guys before on a previous stream, we're in potential cross-chain partnership with a large NFT project, which is still a fair way off, but we are constantly in talks with those guys, and things are rolling along nicely. And our next guest might be someone from Trondau, and we'll see about that, but we are also in talks on getting on Tron guys on the stream as well. Then we had Alejandro talking about his Flickbook, and Scherm also updating everyone on about the community and the Discord server. So now we'll head back over to Smith, and you are more than welcome, Smith, to ask anyone any questions on this stream.
Yeah, actually, I have a question for Alejandro. So, Alejandro.
Yes.
Alejandro? What does I don't know how to word the question, I guess. I'm looking for, does RTM hold itself above in the terms of value of use cases in your country versus other currencies? Why RTM over Ethereum, for example?
Well, you're talking about my country in Venezuela. Yeah, many cases we can use Raptoreum, like for example, I got bad feelings about governments. I don't know if you really like governments, and people like Binarai in England, they pay taxes, and they really like to pay taxes because they got everything from the government. You see, they got health, security, good streets, economy, everything is good. So maybe they really like to pay taxes, but me and my country, after 25 years of completely disaster, and after total corruption, a blockchain like Raptoreum blockchain, with the things that are coming on future, and what we are hoping from Raptoreum in the whole system from year from now, I actually think that Raptoreum might work very well. Like for example, creating a system for saving the how do you call these, when you are old, how do you call these, when you get old?
Like retirement.
Retirement plan.
Pay funds, like for example, you start saving funds on the same blockchain, so the blockchain will not rob your money like all the politicals do. And I think it's a very good way to save money, you see, like for making a way to save money on the blockchain. So it's very good. And to work with the blockchain, and for example, elections, you see, to make an election system trusted or based on Raptoreum blockchain, that would be great, because we lost all the elections on my country because of some cheaty programs they put on some machines, and they do the same here in Brazil. So it's very crazy things, you see. So a blockchain technology will help a lot for people like us in South America. If they really can build inside the blockchain and can be, immutable and trustless. So that's a way Raptoreum can change the things here, and can change the things when you can mine and be part of the mining system without no problem, you see. Like for right now, the difficulty is very low, so everybody's happy. They are getting a lot of Raptoreum. So it's part of the way that Raptoreum is working good here in Brazil and in Venezuela. I think is very good. Of course, we are a very small community, because we are, of course, a small project and a small community, but I really like it. That's the way I think.
Yeah. So it almost sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, sorry, Charlie, but I'll just finish real quick, that RTM is kind of developing country friendly.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I think
Like
so.
you,
Yes, I think so.
Charlie, you were gonna say something.
No, not me. I was muted. I just unmuted my mic, but
I misheard.
yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, one of the great things about Raptoreum and is that everybody can partake. You know, everybody can participate on the network and get rewards. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You know, you could put Raptoreum on your washing machine if it was a smart washing machine, and you could mine with it. You know, anybody, anywhere can mine it and participate on the network.
Yes, I agree with Charlie. Everybody can participate. Hey, I wanted to tell you something, guys. I know maybe you don't understand very well my message. I'm sorry, my English is not so good. But for example, I wanted to tell you this. My mother have a sister, and she's very old. She's like 70 years old, and my mother is like 75 or something like that. Or yeah, they are more or less something like that. And uh, and they spend all their life on my country, in Venezuela, and they work very hard for years. My mother's sister, she works like 30 years in a university on the accountant department, you know, for having all these big books with many numbers, and she works very hard. I remember her when I was a child. She bring all these books to home and start working till late night. So she spent all their life working for a company that is a public company, is a public university. And right now she is dying of hunger. So the only one on the family who help is me and my brother. So we send some money for my mother, and she helped her sister, you know, because we say, oh, mom, here is some money, so help your sister. And is the only sister alive she have. And I'm very sorry because she worked all her life, and now the government pays her only $3 per month. $3 per month, the equivalent of $3 per month. And she was saving for 30 years like $100 every month. You know what I mean? The value of the money. So I think if you start saving crypto right now, in 30 years you're not going to have the problems that my mother's sister have right now. She's in big troubles, you see, because the government left her alone. And it's a criminal government. They left her alone, and they blame all the situation, and they blame the United States, and they blame the European community, and they blame everybody. But they have the fault. You see, they are fighting now for the power. $3,000 million problem they have. They stole. Well, actually, they stole more than that. But like I say, blockchain give us the opportunity to save now on blockchain and have the freedom of be protected of these kind of problems, you know, like right now Bolivia is having, they are taking all the saving of the people and use it wherever they want to use it. So it's very crazy things that we can evade with the blockchain. And I don't know if you understand well my message. Sorry.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like the blockchain itself kind of gives you it's really the spirit of the whole thing, the self-custodialship and not having to, fork everything over, and it gives you a safe haven. But why RTM in particular, I'm wondering, for you?
Well, actually, an RTM, I think is very good because all these future transaction that you can make it your own on your own wallet is give you an opportunity to do it without no one in the middle, you know? Like, of course, I don't gonna do it now. What I do is I do smart notes. Everybody knows I do a smart note, so I don't have to do a time lock transaction. But if you really want to start, like, for example, if you want to do something, and of course, like for a future transaction, it's good to make it on Raptoreum because it gives you the tools to make it. Right now, I can start I can now get some millions of Raptoreum on my wallet and say, hey, listen, I want to forget about these coins. I don't want to use them. I don't want to keep them on my hands because I'm going to spend them. I'm sure I'm going to have a trouble and I'm going to spend this on the future. So I keep it on the blockchain. The blockchain can give me that back till that time. So it's safe there. I cannot use it. I cannot touch it. I cannot think about anything else. Just wait that time. So Raptoreum gives that opportunity and I like it so much. I think it's very good.
Right. Thank you. Where are we at, Binarai? I'm trying to finish this up.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen, guy. Actually, you might think I'm a crazy guy, but I was wondering how good could be to say this, because if I come to Venezuela right now and with a video, a short video, and I say, hey, do you remember this and this and this? And you see what happened all these years? So start saving your own, start saving on crypto, start saving not in crazy things, no, just start saving on blockchain technology. So you keep putting some coins every month in a safe blockchain like Raptoreum, and the people will might start hearing that because I'm not, I don't, I talk to many people and they understand what I mean. You see, they say, yeah, it is true. If you really want to save for the future, who else you gonna trust more than a blockchain technology? You gonna trust? You gonna trust a bank? You gonna trust one of these companies that they do investments with your money, or you gonna trust a government that they keep your money safe? You gonna trust really a third party that have to be on blockchain technology? And of course, I like Raptoreum, but it could be a blockchain technology that really can be safe. So that's a good message to call people. Hey, listen, you are saving your money in the hands of somebody that tomorrow this could be happening, like from my mother's sister. You see, so it is important to tell the people that have to trust more the blockchain technology than governments or companies or whatever. And I know it's a risk, of course. If you put some money now and in 20 years later, maybe you get less what you put on. Of course, there is a risk, but it's a low risk if you compare it with the risk that you have with the banks and governments and all these crazy things, because they really they don't have chain, they don't have anything. They just don't care about anything, you see?
Well, you know
Well,
what I like that I haven't heard so far? There's none of the when moon stuff, And I mean, sure, I get it. A lot of people put it in for the investment part of it, and they want to see it shoot for the moon. But you're really using it as, like, what I'm hearing is it's a safe haven for your, if you said you want to use it for retirement, 20 years you're talking. And I like that it's not all about what it is currently.
well, yeah, many people doesn't think about so long time. They actually in 2011, when you can buy a 1 Bitcoin on 30 cents, the people didn't think about long time. They was just having time there, they was trading Bitcoin and making profit and sell it and making profits and sell it, and nobody, well, of course, such a small portion of people hold. They really hold, and what I mean, they really hold a long time, for 10 years actually, or more than that. but this is the kind of people that are now really getting a lot of happiness, you know, because they saved, they was clear with what they was doing. So they on that times such a small people trusting them, and now they're starting to seeing how much opportunity they got on their hands because they buy Bitcoin for 10 cents of a dollar. So I think on the future, yeah, but long time. I don't think right now. Of course, I want to see profits. I want to see passive income, of course, but I keep my mind more in more years. I don't know. It's the way I think it is, because actually, if you have more time, if people more use it, and the things are growing up more, and I think it's better for the people to think in years. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Smith. So where are we at?
Just need 10 more minutes
You just need 10 more minutes, yeah?
and I'll be done.
Well, you've only got 7. How about that?
Is that including some of our wrapping it up time?
That includes wrapping it up time, yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Because
What's
we didn't actually put that last one up for bid.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the USB piece in here, let you grab a screenshot, and then after the stream is down, I'll finish it up.
All right, cool.
But this one's better. This one's better than the last one, anyways.
Can you just take an image of it with your phone or something on it? Because the quality of the stream today is not the best.
Okay.
What have you done to your fingernail? Have you ground that away?
No, I smashed it with a hammer.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
That's definitely a smash name.
Yeah, that one was. There was a little bit of dancing going on with that one.
I bet.
But it wasn't a quiet dance either.
Yeah. No.
So are we gonna? So we're gonna get some images of this, and we're gonna get an auction rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get an auction rolling on this one before. Give me a 3-minute warning, and I'll pause and we'll sit down and have a look at it.
I have to ask, am I banned from this auction, or I can participate?
I mean, it's not a sword or a knife or anything, so I don't see why you can't participate, Charlie.
Depending on how this one goes, this is Makume Gane. This stuff is no. I don't think I'll ever put a reserve on something. Now that I say that, I might have to. But this Makume Gane, this is some precious stuff, cost-wise. I just wanted to put that out there.
Not cheap.
There's half of me, there's a part of me that wants somebody to get a killer deal. And then there's a part of me that doesn't want to see it get cheapened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, most people have not heard of Mokumagami. It's a very rare thing. It's not something you're gonna run out and find it anywhere. You're not gonna go anywhere where you live and go find Mokumagami. It's just not
especially as a USB stick. It's one of a kind.
Extremely rare. What you're seeing here, what's being created, what you're seeing is incredibly rare. So no, it definitely should not be cheapened in any way.
It looks beautiful.
So
what? Polish up aside.
What would you store on it, Charlie, if you won it?
What would I store in it? I would store my most precious USB.
We got 3 minutes left, Smith.
Okay, 30 seconds to do this, and then we'll have a seat.
All right, nice one.
I seriously doubt there's ever been a Kumagane USB holder ever made besides
Yeah,
the
I'm
first
sure there's
one.
definitely a first.
This is we're looking at world first. So I mean that's not a small thing.
Oh, look at that. That looks fantastic.
Wow.
That is
Absolutely
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
the real beauty is gonna come when I paint this thing. Which
Blows my mind is you have people talking about on Twitter and they're buying friggin' monkey JPEGs for 100K. And then you have stuff like this and it's not recognized, you know?
Oh wow, look at
Yeah.
that.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Oh yes, it is
Their
beautiful.
fingerprints.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, there's just one or two of these in the world. It's completely unique.
So, guys, if you want the ultimate USB stick, look no further and make a bid on it. Bids in RTM. We'll set the bidding up after the stream ends. If you want a real Magume Gane USB stick, I think it's a 32 gig, isn't it, Smith?
yeah, 32 gig.
Yep, 32 gig stick. Then head over to the hashtag bidding channel, and you'll probably need to compete with Charlie.
You know what? In this case, size really does not matter.
I can put whatever size I want in there right now. All I gotta do is just change out the microchip that goes in. Oh well, I seem to have lost. It's around.
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe the Raptoreum official YouTube channel so you don't miss any more Smith streams. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at Raptoreum on Twitter. And we're just coming to the end of this stream now. So we will get some photos of this done. And just check that out, guys. Look at that. Look at the layering. Yep, you won't get that anywhere else. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, also, we have got some addresses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got some vanity addresses that we will be putting up on the screen. And those addresses are for Smith's children. We have his son and his daughter. Son helps with some of the forging work, and his daughter helps with the camera. Oh, we're flipping it around. There we go. How you doing, guys?
These guys are pretty excited too. They've been bugging me every second day. Dad, did they find our addresses? Did they...
Yeah.
How much RTM do we have?
Yeah, that's super cool. I gotta say, if you're gonna donate to them and what they're doing on the stream, let me know and I will match every single one that you do.
Wow, awesome.
Let me know.
I will put a link to those addresses in the stream description of this stream at the end of the stream as well. So if you want to just copy and paste the addresses, it's better than showing them on the screen. But we did make vanity addresses. So one of them is SmithJr and the other one is Smithette. So
Great.
yeah.
And I definitely,
too, right?
I definitely got to add too. We are as a family, and my kids especially too. They're definitely the most appreciative and gracious of receivers. So we thank you ahead of time.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much, Smith. Thanks, Scherm, for coming on the stream. Thanks, Alejandro, once again. Thanks for being here. Charlie, it's a pleasure. And we will see you again on Sunday. We will do the auction roll-up, and and all that juicy good stuff. Yeah, there's one last view of the USB stick. So that will be filled with resin, and the circuitry will be put inside there. Yeah.
And a Raptoreum logo will be put on the front as well.
And a Raptoreum logo. We cannot forget about that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a good one, all.
We'll catch you next week. Cheers, Smith.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
This goes out to all the Raptors. It's Binarai. I'm on a break. You see, I'm on a little break. Everyone is just taking a mistake. What do you think? It's a fake, Jake? Super 140, yes, said he would do the trivia. But then he said next door neighbor's got chlamydia. If you're gonna put your dick in and you take a stir, she's a nice, kind hog that actually purrs. Speak with Dirty Minor with his man vagina that he once said made by a pro designer. A little douche here, a little douche there. The big man Piggy said he really cares. He's gonna create a site that's called Only Raptors, but he's only any good at driving tractors. I'll retract that, don't attack that. With my foot I'll tap that. Super 140's neighbor says she's gonna rig and strap that. Good luck on that, bro, but you did buy the flat pack. No point in counting money cause you're never gonna stack that.
Oh shit, regrésame tú el cassette. Nena, ponte lencería, yo preparo pa' quitar la sed. Every day, every night, baby, porque escribo mi tormento. Qué tragedia, si la vida un mal chiste se convertirá en comedia. Y no venga de gallo, fuck mamón. Nosotros somos los monstruos, ustedes un Pokémon. Nos pasamos de verga, tú ya sabes quiénes son. Pero este flow tan criminal, mi estilo cabronal, barra tras barra, y tú ya andas bien anal, porque aquí golpe avisa, solo dan risa. No me aguantan el micro y en el beat una verguiza. Como tiembla el epicentro, prende el lumbre. Vengo a hacer un derrumbe de factor. En Raptor, acostúmbrate insofacto con este rap de infarto en la selva de asfalto. CryptoMex en el beat, Binarai.
It's Viral Decay, back at it again. Call me a villain, cause all I do is win. I don't show no losses, all I show is gains. Like my name is Scherm, I'm out here making rain. Super 140, he says he's from Texas. He thinks his little trades will buy him a Lexus. Dreaming about Vipers, those cars are shit. It's all fun and games until someone gets hit.
Now all right, Viral, now let's be nice. You know that villain is a cooker, lives an Xbox life. You know his trades are maze, the days of phase can change his ways. He rubs it in his days, he changes the days he came. 140, well yeah, he did the trivia. It turns out his neighbor is on vacation in Libya. Chlamydia, Olivia, she got it all wrong. A rash from a thong, a ding and a dong with a chin and chong.